Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Roast team time. The roast team is in effect again. Now we got a new one. Hey, man. Adam Sosnick. Sosnick. I knew about him from the time with the Hafiz and Coach Greg Adams debate. And I noticed that he was kind of like talking down to both of them, but he was more so talking down to Coach Greg because I believe this dude is kind of on the zesty side, like how he holds his legs and like how he talks and like his body language. He's kind of on the zesty side, man. He might be one of them secret agent ones. And I know he's an agent. It's obvious after, listening to his comments on Duke the Don show. Make sure y'all watching Duke the Don, man. He's one of the on the relay team, the roast team, that just really is taking the baton and sprinting out there, coming at these guys. Him, Mike TV, we got a lot of them. Hey, Ringo, we got another one, man. If you watch this video, we got another one. I know they shadow banning, but sometimes they might let it come across y'all feeds. Look up this dude from Valuetainment, Ringo. We would be very interested in seeing you, who might be one of the best, if not the best, at dissecting people in reactions. I give credit where credit is due. I ain't no hater. But this dude, we got to get on him. Another grifter grifted on black people because white people don't watch YouTube like that. So they know that they got to get our attention. We're the ones that watch YouTube. We're the ones that's on social media. White people are jogging. They work and they jog. And a lot of them, they don't watch YouTube like that. Maybe some of them, but not enough for them to get rich. So they all, now what they're doing is they're trying to grift in this space. But you're not coming in this space, not liking us, not dealing with us. Y'all, dude, I'm from Milwaukee, man. If anybody know about racism, it's me. Like you, a lot of people here, it be jobs, all in the outlying areas. They be like, nah, because they already know they're going to get the job. People gonna be picking with them, messing with them, and to stay out of jail, they just have to quit. Y'all talking about they lazy? No, it's not. That's not the main factor in black people employment. Like even the more professional ones, like in the computerized field and the corporate, they pick with them too. Midwest. And that's what makes Anton so bad, because Anton should know this. He should already know this. That's how I know he either some type of agent or some type of fool. He either some type of agent or some type of fool. We already know Angry Man is. We already know what time it is. I showed y'all his symbolism. If y'all still taking him serious, y'all just weird. We gonna just count y'all out. We already know about Obsidian and his Pyramid Club, and do some research on the Pyramid Club. Do some research on it. So, we all know that Donovan Sharp be making pyramids with his hands. Y'all not getting rid of us, man. This was going on. I'm gonna break it down for y'all. There's a sneaky plan to make black people, the traditional black person, extinct. So they got their agents, white people, passport, all this. All the passport dudes might not be agents, but they buying into the philosophy, which if they all do what we hear, guess who would be the odd person out? Black people. And y'all woke me up. Like I'm all subjects channel, but y'all making me talk about this subject here. Because I don't hate black people. I don't hate any people, but it's people I don't like. It's a whole lot of people I don't like. And I know that there's a systematic plan in place to brainwash individuals with a fake culture that's not even our culture, that causes them to either be imprisoned, killed, or addicted to drugs. So we're going to keep roasting that and the little agents, the little house ninjas that they send on here. And I already know some of y'all in the comments, I know y'all agents, man. You're not fooling me, man. Y'all agents too. And y'all pushing them up through the algorithm. Anton constantly violates community guidelines, but yet they don't shadow ban him. They shadow ban me. They don't want y'all to hear what I got to say. But people still do. That's why all of y'all that's with me, keep hitting that like button. Keep sharing the videos. Because this is what's going on. Like, they got a false black conservative. This more like a globalist. They want to get rid of cash, all type of stuff, man. Those ain't the real. Those are the clone ninjas. The Donovan Sharps, the Obsidians, the Angry Mans, the Anton Daniels, the Bernard Rileys, the lead attorneys. Listen, man, don't nobody care about your money, man. I wonder that y'all even got it like y'all say, because I be looking people up. And I can't really find much that would suggest you got it. Anton, if he does have money, he got it from either his father or gambling. For those of y'all that don't know, I've been following Anton for a long time before all of this stuff. When I actually liked it before this. And he was like a high roller in blackjack and other games. So he might have got his money from that. Now, I know he be working and stuff like that, but I don't believe that he has it the way he tries to say. And I believe he be using credit cards. And I don't believe that all them cards is his, because I went on your Instagram, and I don't know if everything ain't coming up, but I saw a Benz that looked kind of on the old side, like maybe like 5-10 years old. But none of that even matters, because I'm not moved by money, man. I'm not moved. Dude, it's certain stuff that I'm not even going to say on here. It's reasons why I'm not moved by money. So, but now you had this Adam Sosnick dude, who as another, hey Adam, why don't you go talk to white people? We don't want you over here because you're doing what Pearly did. And I already heard you talk down on black people. You act like you better, man. You not better, man. I know dudes that'll string you up out here. Y'all just be talking stuff from air-conditioned, cookie-cutter, safe places. Don't speak on this slavery thing, man, and think you ain't gonna get talked about. Why don't you stick to talking about money? That's the only thing. That's the main thing that people like you I'll listen to. You don't tell me about slavery, because you're gonna make me mad. You're gonna be like a lot of these people around here. What they do is, this is what they do. Now I'm finna tell you about Milwaukee, Tulsa, Brookfield, this, that, and the other. Yes, some white people do be seeming cool, and some of them are. But the majority of them, keep talking to them, and you're gonna see that they think you a second-class citizen. Like, this is what they do. There's one guy in particular, right? Now, mind it, he was working at a group home. I work in correction. We got in this conversation. Everybody at this facility I know that I worked at, they already know. I was strict. I was fair, but I was strict. I didn't take no mess off any of the people there. Not the staff, not the people that was incarcerated there. They know. But he was trying to tell me there's some kid that was running them, just basically running circles around them, punking them, all kind of stuff, would have came to the facility that I worked at and would have did the same thing. I said he would never come out of his room. He would constantly be on some type of, we would have literally broke him down mentally, but fair, till he saw things our way. He was trying to act like he would have came in there running stuff. And like, I already noticed that he was condescending anyway. He think he all that. He basically like a, what do you call it? Mr. Mom? Like a house dad? So you already know he possibly is cucking and this, that, and the other. So these people, they get a little money in the unfair system that we have. And they just don't care about us like that. That's why it's like when you deal with them in this area, you got to be careful and evaluate. Because if you've been pounced on one of them, the police gonna take their side, like 9 times out of 10. So ever since then, like I noticed one day, I was in there talking to the black guy I be in there talking to. The young dude that is mixed, he like Filipino and white. He comes in there. The guy was telling us about issues he was having on his job. He comes in there and he thought I wasn't looking, but I'm a correctional officer by trade. I'm always watching. I'll fake you out and make you think I'm not watching. So I'm looking out the corner of my eye. I'm just like this. Yeah, man, but I could see out of my corner, and I saw him do this. And the other guy was like, hey, damn it. Ever since then, all of my suspicions about this dude, I said, you know what? I ain't gonna even talk to this dude. I ain't gonna deal with this dude. When he come around, I'm just gonna leave. Because I don't believe in trying to impress white people and trying to make them feel differently about me. No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna be cautious around y'all that think y'all better. I am. And I'm never gonna trust you fully. And of course, I don't trust anyone fully. But like all of this current stuff with Pearly, talking down on slavery and lying on Alex Haley and all this other stuff, this should be a wake-up call for all of us blacks, but it's not, because they have plants on YouTube with fake views, fake subs. They grifting. They don't even like this. Look at Anton's titles. You ain't even got to watch his video. Look at his titles. Look at his track record, how he was talking to them people on the Lapeef, and you already know what I'm talking about. Same thing with Angry Man. Angry Man used to seem like he actually cared. But in the last maybe 2-3 years, he been talking stuff like he better than other blacks. I don't know. Maybe that's when his little civic affiliations kicked in. Maybe he went up civically. And it's a lot of characters like that on YouTube. They start getting these little subs, this little money, and they start doo-dooing. I almost said the word, and I don't even be cussing. They started doo-dooing on other blacks. It's a whole lot of them out there. And some of y'all, I'm telling you, I'm waiting for you to try to be friendly and collab and deal with Pearly, because we gonna get on you next, and ain't nobody excluded. Everybody can get it. Everybody. How this Adam dude, I heard it. I'm not even gonna play it, but I heard him on numerous occasions making racist comments and talking down to black people. He can't get no views on talking about money, so now he want to talk about dating and stuff. Hey, man, how many girlfriends have you had? Do you even date women? Yeah, I wonder, question mark. You sound kind of on the fruity side. But if that's what you do, that's what you do. Just don't come over here with that, acting like you got the sense, like you the one with all the intelligence. Because if you doing that, your mind is unlevel. You can't even put the sexual puzzle together. Y'all, like, you know how you try to, and puzzle, you know how you try to force two pieces together and you be like, okay, these don't go together. So you throw them to the side. Black people, the slavery, the reparations, that's just us. No other issue should be tied into that. No other life choice should be tied into that. But they do it because guess what? Black people, whether you want to agree with it or not, we shape the culture. Whether and what they do is they try to get all of them working for and with them so they could be against the advancement of us melanated people. But whether it's Tupac, Michael Jordan, whether it's Booker T on wrestling, we affect every aspect of culture. Whether it's Tiger Woods, and then some of us don't want to be, but we still affect. Think about it. If Tiger Woods was white, would we look at what Tiger Woods accomplished the same? I mean, after all, Jack Nicklaus got just as many major wins. It's different because it's Tiger Woods, a biracial male. So they all trying to capitalize on us. But what we need to do is when they start making racist stuff, comment, never hit the like button on his videos. Only watch to hear what he gonna say. Don't even watch long enough for him to get the views, because this dude is not with us. He tried to downplay slavery. He tried to skip to the next thing. So you already know what I'm finna do to you, man. You already know how I get down, man. You don't know about me? You finna find out. Go ahead and do it live, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you bro. I'll call you Orb. I'm finna start calling y'all Orbs. Everybody that's against blacks. Every white person, Orb. I'm gonna start calling y'all Orb. The backwards, that's bro backwards. If you're not a bro, you're an Orb. Stop calling these racist white folks bro. We're gonna call them Orbs. Cause you definitely ain't no bro. And hey, listen, that's okay, man. It's okay to live your plush, easy, advantageous lifestyle, man. Hey, if I was white, the way I think, I wouldn't be racist, but I would enjoy the advantages too. The low interest rates, lower than people with the same credit, same income as you. I would enjoy all the advantages too. The difference with me though, if I'm anywhere as intelligent as I am right now, I'm not talking down on blacks as if I was a white dude. I don't want to be white. I don't want to be. I'm fine just like I am. So listen, Adam. I don't know why they call you Adam. Maybe they named you Adam based on eating the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Not based on dominating, because the way you hold your legs, you ain't dominating nothing. You probably the submissive one. Got the nerve to talk on slavery. Man, Hey, Adam, do it live, man. I'm gonna be looking. I'm waiting for you to do it live, man. I would like to perhaps enter your chat room when you're live, sir. So now we got another one. But with the white ones, we can't call them Sambo. We're gonna call them Orbs. because they not bro, ORB. And we going, let's see. Wait, what's dude's name? What was his name on, hold on. I gotta look up higher learning. Give me a second. We're gonna close this out. Man, what was his name on that movie? We gotta think of a term for them. Higher learning cast. Let's see. Michael Rappaport. Oh. Yeah. I think we can call him Remy. Y'all a bunch of Remys. Remember Remy on Higher Learning? How he was so confused and he wasn't that smart. He just wanted to belong. Hey, Adam Sosnick, you are a Remy and you are a orb. And do not support orbs in the black manosphere. Do not let them, that's slavery 2023. For you to let a racist white person get rich off of us. That's slavery all over. What y'all gonna do next? You gonna ask us to pick cotton for you? You gonna ask me to brand your cattle? What y'all gonna do next, man? We don't call them orbs, cause you not a bro. And the black ones, I'm just gonna call them Sambo. We got a whole lot of them on YouTube, obviously. All you gotta do is go look at any comment that I made on any video, including my own, and look at all the people that's defending these people. Because it's a lot of black people. This is how it is. There's black people out there that if you fight them, they're gonna fight you to the death. But a white person, they'll be like this, just not even fighting back. Anton is like that. He let that white dude get all in his face, but then he fighting his brother on Thanksgiving. I hope he got you good. I hope he got, and knowing you probably started it. Because to be honest with you, that white guy that cussed you out, blew you a kiss and stuck his finger up, you started up with him first. All you had to do was say, oh, I apologize. All he was asking him was, hey, we can't hear over here, could you? I already played it. He started up with him. And I'm not defending him, because he was being racist too. Anton got a wake-up call. But Anton did start that whole thing, because he didn't have to respond like that. So the dude was just enjoying his day with his scotch, trying to get him a little food, and he couldn't hear. Because you trying to make a video for money, because you rather, I'm telling you, a lot of these YouTube guys remind me of the prosperity preachers of the early 2000s. Talking loud, not saying much or nothing that's going to benefit others. It's going to benefit them more than others. That's anti. That's angry man. Support the show. Support the effing show. I can't talk without cussing. I want you to be afraid. Be very afraid. I'm a mobster. And then Obsidian, now I see why Jap got on you. I see, because he knew you a little better at that point than we did. All these dudes. Pearly, hey Pearly, why don't you go back and get you a job? Nobody did. Hey, if you not a self-hating black person, if you historically intellectual, if you a historically intellectual person, then you already know what happened with slavery, man. Like, yeah, it was a lot of stuff that was based on work and labor, but it was a whole lot going on with that. All you gotta do is look at how jobs is now. The only thing they not doing to people is whipping them. They'll deny you vacation. They'll change your off day. They'll do all kind of stuff out of spite. Like I told you, for instance, it done happened so many times. I just can't even count. I can't even count. Even when I was in Texas. A guy, one of my friends in Texas, he snatched a manager up at Domino's, literally. Like, man, watch out. Because what he was doing was, everybody knew the hotel deliveries, those was the highest paying, because those was like the tourists, the people that's there for business, there for game stuff, so they was more likely to tip higher. He was trying to give all of those runs to the white guys. And my friend had got wind, he was watching them do it. So he got tired of him after he did it a couple times. He grabbed him by his arm and like threw him out the way. Like, man, watch out. Even though that was a manager, he wasn't going for it because he was just an assistant. And he started dispatching himself to runs because he was trying to give the white guys all of the runs that might pay the most. And he always did that with the hotel. And I had to correct him too. Like, man, what you doing, man? That's supposed to go to me. I'm next. So this stuff still be going on. It do. It's just not all of them. But it's still a nice amount of them. And we got another one. This Adam Sosnick dude. He can't get his views. And he can't get the super chat and all that on money. So now he want to talk about dating and relationship. Everybody want to talk about dating and relationship. But what's going to happen, and I'm showing you as a prophet, here's what's going to happen. The talk ain't going to never die 100%. Just like conspiracy talk still going on. Y'all remember back in like 08, 09, how the conspiracy talk about celebrities and all that and Illuminati and this, that. Remember how popular it was? People still talk about it, but it's not what it was. That's what's going to happen because everybody want to talk about, like Pearly. Oh, I'm going to make you a wife by 25. You 26 and you ain't no wife. Grift. Oh, I stand for men's rights. Meanwhile, you giving people unfair percentages for taking over their channels. But you about men's rights, right? Griff. And now you got this dude, Jive Turkey. Uncooked Thanksgiving turkey. Coming in here, trying to protect and take up for her. Griff. All of y'all want to grift off of us, and black people still can't see. Y'all like Tom was at first, but y'all need to be like Tom was after that. Remember when on Roots, he said, I believed you. I wanted it to be true. Because the guy said, man, we got to start getting along somehow. He said, go get me some clothes. He was hiding from the war. Remember that scene? And then when Tom left, he said under his breath, called him the N-word. Then Tom's wife came looking for him and brought him lunch or whatever. And you sweet thing, he was in there. He tried to rape her. He tried to force himself, or grape. Tried to force himself on Tom's wife on the movie. And Tom came back with the clothes. He said, I believed you. I wanted it to be true. I believed you. And so he said, I don't got time for small talk. Give me the clothes. Tom put his clothes on the pit, the fire pit. He pulled out the train. He tried to get him. He said, I'm going to kill you, boy. But he went from I'm going to kill you, boy, to somebody help me. Because Tom had him hemmed up. Because Tom saw the truth, the reality. The dude was not on his side. He had beat him up earlier. put his father out of the town. And then he wanted a favor from Tom. Tom said, I believed you. I wanted it to be true. But then Tom saw. And from that point, if you watch Root, Tom wasn't trying to hear nothing from them after that. He said, I do believe you're looking for a whooping. Tom was like, no, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. And that's how we have to get. You ain't gonna do nothing to me. He said, oh, really? How so? He said, because I ain't gonna let you. He said, I ain't gonna let you. See, they was able to do that because Tom thought he was supposed to be a good slave. But he said, I ain't gonna let you. They got to fighting. And he told him when he was drowning him, he said, listen to me and take this message with you to hell. He said, the last hand that touched you is my black hand. And then get this. This Roots, y'all can't, I know exactly what Alex Haley was saying. He took the bits that his family gave him, and of course, he had to add something to it to fill those spaces of time. But he never said it was a myth. So, when his big brother, Evan or whatever, the big brother, Evan Brent or whatever, he came on his horse. He asked where his brother was. And Tom had already took him out and got rid of him. So all the people knew what Tom did. See, we got to get back to that, man. And I think we getting there. So they just standing there and said, nobody saw my brother. And then he looked at Tom, and Tom had a little bruise from the fight. He said, where'd you get those markers from, boy? He told him a plow horse kicked him in the face. And he already suspected that Tom had got his brother. Every black person should watch Roots. That gives us a shadow picture of how it was, but it was much worse. Because at first, when I first heard about the plagiarism, how he took some pieces of it from another story, a book that was already written, I said, wait a minute. I was even saying stuff, but I can. I'm black. I can say what I want. But me being the logical person that I am, I went and did research, and I'm like, whoa, that was way worse. And I saw movies that was more accurately depicting what happened during slavery. So I said I ain't watching no more slave movies because they want us to look at it as if they are better than us. That's why I don't want to watch. I already know how white people get down, some of them. I don't need to watch slavery movies. I don't want to watch no thug or slavery movies no more. But when you come on here and you try to say that we shouldn't get reparations, all the people, like including the dude at the Miller plant, who they picked with him till he just couldn't take it no more. They was mad. He had 2 safes in his house. The dude was loaded just from a job. And they was just mad about it. So they was messing with him. Then when he was finna retire, they fired him on purpose so he couldn't retire. I don't think this stuff ever gonna stop. But you know what we gotta do? We can't do what Anton and all of them do. We can't do that. We can't afford to do that no more. This stuff ain't gonna never stop. But what we need to do is we need to quit feeding that fire and throw some water on it. We need to put that racist fire out. Because black people, a lot of times we can be racist towards each other too. Like if you a black dude and you view black women as less than other women, you being racist towards black women. Because you can't say that they don't all have STD, all cheat on their guy. I'm talking about race-wise. They all do the same thing. So why are you trying to magnify black women. I'll tell you why some of these dudes doing it. Because it's the hot take. And they making a lot of money from it. But then you'll hear some of them like, wait a minute. You talk about them, but it seemed like you attracted to them. It seemed like you liked them. So is it heartbreak? Are you speaking from heartbreak? Or are you just grifting? So we're going to keep roasting Adam Sosnick. And y'all know this ain't going to be the last video I do on him. And it's not going to be the last time he see me. Like, when you go to his videos, you're going to see my icon in his comments. Yes, sir. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. Man, you're not finna downplay slavery and then try to exalt what happened with the Holocaust. Slavery lasted longer and was worser. Cutting their wingdings off. All kind of stuff. He got this buck got a big bleed. You want this as a souvenir? Yeah, just cut it off. Got his wingding floating around in their house like this. We should get reparations for what they did after slavery. It should be double. And they did it to women. Man, come on, man. And Pearly, what happened to my grandfather? My great-grandfather? And what happened to Emmett Till? Did you actually believe we was going to let you get away with that? Again, please, Pearly, please, I will pay you to go to the south side of Chicago, because I know you're probably from the north side. Go to the south side or the west side and talk that talk y'all be talking. And Nick, remember I told you, do this right here. Ball the fist up, right? Do this and then throw up 4 fingers and then say, hey, y'all, hey, slavery was embellished. I don't think it was that bad. And I don't like you ends, and say all of that to them dudes. Go to Division Street. Anywhere on Division. Go on Garfield. Hey, listen, guys. We better than y'all. Go on Laramie. I know about Chicago, man. Been there many times. Know a whole lot of people that live there right now. Go to Division Street. Or go, better yet, you don't want to go to Division Street and say what you got to say. Take your pick. Go to O Block. Go to Inglewood. And tell those guys. And take your best 5 with you. Tell those guys what you be saying on YouTube. Or better yet, go in the 50s, 60s, or 70s. Princeton, any of those streets. Go to a gas station over there, like right around 7 o'clock on a warm, sunny day. And then, look, if you go in the 50s, 60s, or 70s, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take your fingers and make a bend this finger right here and do. I want you to do either make a V with your finger or curve this finger like this. And then after you do it, I want you to say all that stuff you be saying on YouTube. Take your pick. Division Street. If you go to Division Street, I want you to throw them up. Do your finger like this. I don't want to make the sign. Or beat your chest like this and do the 4 horsemen. Remember the 4 horsemen with the 4 fingers? And then tell them how you feel about them. And take Pearly with you. Take Adam Sosnick with you. Take the Sambo Click with you. Let's see if rock with me, all this lingo, all this link. Take Anton with you. All this black lingo, take him with you. And as somebody just put in my comments, Anton does not represent practically anyone in Detroit. I've been to Detroit. Those are progressive people. Literally. Like they listen. You start telling them you don't believe in reparations, reparations, all that old stuff. They ain't trying to hear that. They is not trying to hear that, but I gotta go. I've been going for a long time. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.